All right, I am leaving Dad's house, and I got to take care of a couple of things, and then I'll come back to Dad's house. Uh, Dad's okay on his own for a short period. Oops, signal went dry there for a minute. But what I was saying is that I do have some help. There's this one woman who comes 3 days a week for a couple hours a day, and she should be with him in about 10 minutes. She's probably going to be arriving. And so I'm going to go take care of a couple other things I need to do before, and then I'll come back, let her do her thing, and then I'll come back. Gives me a little break. And I have to survive at the same time that keeping him alive, keeping him alive. That's kind of, sad thought, but it's not even accurate. I mean, people with advanced stages of dementia, I think, really all you can do is just try to make them feel comfortable. Just try to make them feel comfortable, and try not to add to their confusion, because they're already really confused. They have no clue what's going on. They don't know what time it is. They don't know generally where they are. They have a vague understanding of things, but it's not hard to, if you take them out of their ordinary environment, it adds to their confusion. For instance, when I took, Dad wanted to take a trip down to LA to go visit the house we used to live in when I was a little kid. And so I thought, yeah, that'd be cool. It's something we could do together. So I took him down there. We went for a drive down to LA, and stayed overnight there in a cheap motel, and we checked out some. We went to the old house where I was born, and we did some driving around, and it was a good trip. We enjoyed it. We had a good time. Had some good meals along the way. We visited where he used to live and work in Van Nuys, California, and where I used to go to school in the 3rd grade, Cohasset Street Elementary. And on the way back, he seemed really confused. Like, he kept asking me, weren't we going in the wrong direction? And I said, no, Dad, I'm taking you home now. We're going back to San Luis Obispo. And he was real confused. He didn't even know that he lived in San Luis Obispo. He thought we were going the wrong way, and he kept asking me to turn around and drive us back to LA. So I decided that it wasn't necessarily a great thing to take him on trips, or take him outside of his ordinary realm of existence, because it just confuses him. And even now, I think just to leave the house is really not that great for him. I mean, before I felt like, yeah, it was good for him to get out of the house and, socialize a little bit and see people, but now I don't even think that's great for him. His Well, for one thing, it's hard for him to walk, so it's really hard on his knees. But also, it's I think it's just kind of confusing to him, and it just takes him out of his comfort zone. He'd rather stay home, on his chair, and just relax, and I can understand that. I feel the same way. Sometimes I just wish I could just relax, I mean, it's so different from when I was younger. All I wanted to do was get out of the house and get out in the world and adventure around and see things and see people do things. I couldn't wait. And now it's kind of the opposite. I just can't wait to get home. It reminds me of that Talking Heads song, Heaven is a Place Where Nothing Ever Happens. I can just so relate to that. It's like I partied so hard when I was younger. I really partied my life away. And it's like, those of you who know me, you knew that while you were all going to school and being responsible, I was just partying all the time and working in restaurants. And maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I got it out of my system, and now I'm able to relax and just take life a little one day at a time and be a little more relaxed about it. I would love to party like we used to, but my body can't handle it. And it seems like there's just that social network isn't there anymore. It's like we've all kind of grown up and gone our own directions, and a lot of us, we just don't have time for that kind of a social life anymore. And maybe society's changed itself. I mean, with the new technology, we don't need to gather together in groups anymore, really. We can just hang out online, or our social media accounts. We don't even have to bother getting together in groups anymore. COVID effect, that even isolated us further. Like, if it wasn't the internet already isolating us from each other and changing our social behaviors, then it was COVID came along and went wham, and that isolation was enabled by the internet, since we had internet to use as a tool to communicate and socialize without being there in person. Just didn't have to anymore. This country I'm driving through is really beautiful. It's like you get a great view of my camera holder there, but well, it's not a great angle. I'll just show you real quick. There's beautiful mountains all around here, and rolling hills, grassy rolling hills. So it's pretty nice country. And where I'm driving to from here, I'm going from San Luis Obispo towards Morro Bay right now. And it's kind of cool. Morro Bay is such an interesting place. You know, it can be bright and sunny and 100 degrees in San Luis Obispo. And then you come over to Morro Bay and there's like kind of this little cloud this little bank of fog that kind of permanently envelops this little area of Morro Bay. And I like that. Somehow that fits into my Doc Savage view of looking at the world. Not always like that, but definitely it's very consistent in the summertime. You know, roasting hot in San Luis Obispo. You go to Morro Bay and it's nice and cool and foggy. And it's night and day, and it's a 10-minute drive. So you literally, when you're going from Morro Bay to San Luis Obispo, you're driving out from under this fog bank into the sun, and it happens in the space of 5 miles, you know. So, in fact, I can even see that fog bank right now. Here, I'm going to flip you around again. And you can see that fog bank over there, just on kind of over by those hills, those clouds, those low-lying clouds. That's Morro Bay. And so I need to go and complete my unemployment claim paperwork. So I've been on and off unemployment for a while. Work. I mean, I realize that I'm not an easy placement. Part of it is me, you know. I'm just not an easy. I'm a reliable employee, and I think I'm good at what I do. But my personality is just so. I'm so just different from most people that I think I freak a lot of people out. Like, people just don't know what to think of me. But I loved working for the state of New Mexico, for instance. And I had a really successful career working for the state of New Mexico. I was very popular within the state. And I haven't done so well in the private sector. And I don't know why that is. I feel like I have run into some discrimination, both based on my race and based on my sex. It's just like people don't expect a lot of men to be in the paralegal field. Here's that. Here, I'm going to flip you around again and show you. There's that bank of fog around Morro Bay I was telling you about. So omnipresent. Anyway, so it's like, and I'm picky too. Like, I won't just work for anybody and just, you know, I'm not gonna just sit there and take a bunch of abuse from, you know. I mean, it seems like a lot of employers are just used to people who are very subservient and kind of, I don't know. I'm very independent minded. I take a lot of initiative, and I think that's why I did well in government, but not as well in the private sector. There's less trust, I guess. Your employers don't want you to take as much initiative, and they're not used to that. Other employees just freak out on me because I have a really different way of doing things. You know, I come in there and guess I'm a boat rocker. So here we go. We're coming into Morro Bay now. And I'm going to flip you around and show you here. There's the exit for Morro Bay at the top of that hill, and there is the cloud bank. And right in that bank of clouds is the little town of Morro Bay. If it was clear right now, you could see a great big rock and 3 stacks from an old power plant, big tall smokestacks that aren't used anymore, but it's a very prominent feature of the skyline that you can't see right now because of the clouds. So, yeah. Let's go up here and hit the exit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drive into Morro Bay here. I'm going to end my live stream while I'm doing my unemployment paperwork, and then I'm going to resume the live stream afterwards, and we'll continue the day. So it'll be this live stream will be ended, and then there will be a separate live stream that pops up in a little while. And I'm going to just keep live streaming all day long here. It's an experiment, something different I've never done before with my YouTube channel. And of course, I will save the videos so that they can be viewed later. But yeah, this is really doing something different. So trying to grow that channel, it's weird. I abandoned this channel for a long time, and I was working on another YouTube channel, and I had a really popular video on my other channel. But then I came back and looked at this channel and saw that it was after YouTube had changed their guidelines or whatever, that I'm was nearly eligible to monetize this channel. So I went ahead and did that. I just started focusing on producing content on this channel. And then I got really lucky one day. I was just in downtown San Luis Obispo, just filming the downtown area, and some girl decided to approach me and try to tell me that I'm not allowed to film in public. And so it turned into a First Amendment audit, which, you know, I wasn't planning on a First Amendment audit. I was just filming, and yeah, this weird girl comes out of this business and starts harassing me basically in public. And it was in this area where it's like this tourist area where everybody comes with their cameras to film. So I don't know why she picked on me, but anyway, that video got a lot of attention. Everybody loved it. And so when I published that video, it got like thousands of views, and it suddenly, you know, catapulted this channel up into the monetization area. So now I can monetize my channel, which I did, but I haven't made any money off it yet. But it's just kind of encouraging, you know, after, you know, I started this channel back in 2009. So for there to be, you know, to take that long for it to monetize, it's just weird. Like, I don't really think it would, because most of the videos are really bad. They're really short, you know, they're poor quality. There's no it's just me messing around basically with cameras and wherever I was at and just experimenting. So some of my tutorial videos got 1,000 hits here and there, and set up a e-commerce. So they've got some hits, and I might do more of those too. I like doing the screen sharing videos where I explain how I do stuff, and they seem pretty popular. Here, let's take a look at what we got here. Let me pull over for a second and see if I can respond to your comments and answer your questions. Well, I lost you for a second there, so this could get dicey. Let me just pull over here real quick. See what happens here. Sorry about that. It must be in a little valley here or something, but let's see. Axoloti Gamer XD. Hey man, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Greetings from Poland. Wow. Thanks for coming in from Poland. Didn't know I had any viewers in Poland, but that's really great. I would have to come visit your channel and check you out. I'm really interested to see what's going on in Poland right now. And JG, I visited Gdansk, Poland when in the Navy in 2002. Oh, okay. So JG, what did you think about Poland? Did you have a good trip? Was it fun? Love to get more comments from you guys. Just chime in anytime. And look for me back here. I'm going to be coming back in. Well, actually, as long as you're here, let's take a little drive downtown. And I'll just show you the downtown area of Morro Bay here, which is kind of cute. It's a small little fishing village, and you might be interested in it if you're viewing from Poland. Let me come up here. Hopefully I won't lose you again. I'm doing a little road work here. Good time for a flip here. Yeah. Because we are in basically downtown Morro Bay here. This is the hot spot. This corner here, there's a couple of bars. There's a Siren, and there's a lot of nightclub activity there, a lot of bands and stuff. And then over here we got Legends, which is sort of a dive bar, kind of a fun joint, a little rough, a lot of locals. Over there, the Morro Bay Butcher and Deli. Not my favorite place to get a sandwich, but they're pretty good. And yeah, that's it. Okay, ending this live stream, but I'm going to come back to you later today. So keep an eye on my channel here. I'll be coming back to you in, about another hour or something like that.